want to find the best fish and chip shop in Great Britain.
They're the ones.
Cardboard box had slightly more taste.
That is a challenging colour. How can you get it so wrong? So many chips, so many shops. We're at the Anchor today at Scarborough, and we're trying the live out special, which is fish, chips and peas. Shall we go?
Yeah, let's get into it.
Have at it, sir.
Much obliged. You've gone for a thick end of fish.
I'll go for a thick end of fish.
Is it cod?
No, it just said fish and chips. We have no idea. It's like the blind taste test all over again, isn't it?
We didn't do very well on that.
Oh, it's very flaky. I think it's cod. Oh, that's nice. That's very fresh, actually. It's quite oily, isn't it?
A little bit oily. Again, it's fresh, comes fresh out of that fryer.
It's quite a thick batter if you look.
Yeah, it is a thick batter.
Really thick batter. You flip it over, very wet. Very wet. Just raw batter that. It's a bit upsetting. Well, fish is nice though.
Got a taste to it, I don't know.
I think that's haddock. This chips are nice.
I'm still trying to work out the flavours.
Oh, that's blanched and finished.
You think? Twice fried.
Very soft inside.
Yeah.
They're nice, they're lovely.
Nice
I'm
chip.
happy with that. Really nice. Those peas look challenging.
They look very challenging.
It's a very green pea. And it also looks like, I don't know, it's like it's been blitzed or something, because it's just really small, isn't it?
Yeah.
There's no flavour to it, is there? What's going on with the peas in Scarborough?
A funny taste to them as well. Try it with a chip. Chips are good. Good chip. Peas, I can't work them out. Just a little bit undercooked. That's a bit thick.
Yeah, just too thick.
You can see that there. That's what that usually.
Thick batter means it's not
Nice
cooked
thick
out
batter,
properly.
so it's not cooked. Not cooked through. You can see why people use their hands to eat fish and chips now. It's so awkward. I think it's these four.
We use these forks at work, so
I think it's haddock.
I like this haddock. I like to know what I'm eating. I like it on the menu, but I guess with the price of fish and everything, they can leave it open. But we can't be sure, can we? But we think it's haddock. It's really broken down, haven't they?
Yeah.
Well,
I think
they're
they're
just
just-
stick blender in them.
I think
Blended them
most
out.
of it's just there's no peas in.
There's no.
There's no peas in peas.
I think they've gone for a puree affair.
Again, some people like them like that.
I
some
don't.
people don't. No, I'm not a
No,
fan.
I'm not a fan.
I think you've got to have some peas. Is it
So-
me or do these chips have a funny aftertaste? I know you like them.
A funny aftertaste. Let me go. Just when you finish eating them, it's got a little bit of sourness to it.
Is it the oil or is the chip
It might be the chip.
been sat
It might be the chip.
a while?
I saw them finishing them. But it's not the oil, because that would have a similar aftertaste. You remember the variety of chip?
A slightly sour taste though as aftertaste.
There is a product you treat with called dry white, and it could have been sat in the dry white for a little bit too long, so sometimes that does it. If you forgot to take them out, you can get a little bit tough coating on them, and it makes them a little bit sour. You can taste the treatment in it. Not bad overall.
No,
That's just
not bad.
I think, as like I've said this before, it's fish, chips and peas, and that is as much the part of the meal as that is.
100%. I totally agree.
And
with
when that's great, and that's lets
Not
it
so
down,
great.
not so great, it just brings the whole thing down for me.
you. Yeah, I totally agree. I don't know what the aftertaste is. Look a lovely chip.
Yeah.
The taste all right. It's got a slight soury aftertaste, which you
Yeah,
did.
yeah.
I think the fish were nice. I think the batter was just a little bit
Too heavy. I think it's too thick.
too heavy, too thick.
Yeah.
And the peas.
And you can only cook it for so long, because then your fish dries out.
That's
And
it.
it's
Yeah.
just getting that batter
Yeah.
thickness to the fish
Yeah.
ratio correct.
Yeah.
Nice.
Fish inside were lovely.
Yeah, it was lovely. Yeah, it was nice. And I'm presuming it's haddock.
Yeah.
It could be hake. Very similar. Yeah, not bad all in all.
It was a really well-presented shop. It was really nice big frontage. And it had a gun next door as well. You don't find many fish and chip shops that comes with a
Gun next
a
door.
big gun. Yeah, a deck-mounted gun with a chip stuff down the end of it. That was interesting. There's no respect, is there?
No, it's
So I'm going to explain this. Where the anchor is, there's like a memorial, isn't there, to the Scarborough boats and minesweepers. And there was an actual gun. And you be
that pulled out
a metallic,
from harbour.
giving us the spiel on the fact it's an original single
Yeah.
cast. And some ignorant sod had stuck a chip right down the end of the barrel and just thought, there's just nothing sacred,
All that
is there?
work.
There's all stuff to
And
chip.
Moulders had done a great job of that.
Yeah,
That's been
absolutely.
proud. You were impressed.
So anyway, let's get back to business. Fish. It was nice. It had a nice flavour. We've not had bad fish yet.
No, we haven't.
The standard
No.
of fish in this country that we've got access to through some merchants and landings,
Yeah.
it's superb. It really is.
We're very
Yeah, well,
lucky.
we are lucky. And they've set the bench really high. And,
Yeah.
and I guess that's why nobody wants to go backwards and have a cheaper fish. Because the standard of cod and haddock is so bloody good.
Yeah.
That nobody wants to step back from that for cost.
No,
but,
quality is
it was
phenomenal.
superb. The batter was too thick though. It was a bit undercooked in places and heavy, but it was piping hot. It was straight out the pan, so it did not have much time to rest either. I give that fish overall a 3.
Interesting. I give it a 3.5.
3.5.
I thought
Don't you
they were
think
nice fish.
Get me into it. Do you think that you'll
Oh,
be
I-
indecisiveness?
No, not really.
You're not quite sure if it's 4,
No,
you're not quite sure if it's 3.
No, I think
3.5.
it's in between a 3 and a 4, and I think it's right just to give them half the mark.
My world is black and white.
I know your world is very black and white. But yeah, it's again, batter were heavy for me. It could have done with it being a little bit lighter and crispier. The fish was slightly undercooked for my taste, but
Yeah.
some people do like slightly undercooked.
We have a customer that comes and wants it.
Yeah, undercooked.
Undercooked?
Yeah, but overall, it was a nice piece of fish.
Chips. I think they were twice fried. It's a really nice initial flavour, but did we say that
Sour taste.
Sour
Yeah,
taste to it,
which
I
strange.
don't know if it had too much sort of chip prep that stops it going dark, so the dry wipe that stops it going dark.
Yeah.
Can sometimes, if it's been left in solution too long, can do that to it. It's difficult because you've got so many variables that you're dealing with.
Yeah.
That it's very easy to let things go wrong one way or the other. So I scored it a 3.
I gave it a 3 as well. The chips look really nice, got nice colour. It was just that slight aftertaste.
Now the peas, they had a really odd flavour.
Yeah.
The texture was, it felt like somebody had pureed them, and they were really broken down. I struggled with the peas. They had an odd flavour, like somebody had broken them up. I've actually seen that where we did an experiment where we soaked the peas, then froze the peas. And when you cook them, if you don't defrost them thoroughly, they shatter. And it could be that we've actually used a frozen
Yeah.
wet pea. I don't know. And the ice gets them and breaks them down.
Yeah.
So, but they were very watery and there was too much green in them. They were not great.
No, they're just bland. I agree. I think it was just with nothing in them. There was no consistency to them.
Yeah.
And like you say, I think sometimes you can also add too much water.
I really don't know.
I gave them a 2.
I gave them a 2 as well. We seem to be on the same page. Apart from your halves.
Yeah, I know, but I said they mean a lot to me.
Right. Staff were really friendly. I couldn't remember my order number, but the lady behind the counter did, so she was on a game. I thought the service was really quick and efficient. I've given it a 4. I really liked the shop.
I think the only thing that did it for me, the girl that served was really nice. I think the other staff looked a little bit unmotivated. The frontage were open, so they were cold, coming and closing. So I get that. Maybe keep staff warm. I've given them a 3. I just feel that apart from the lady that served us, the other members of staff just looked a little bit fed up, a little bit awkward and cold. So that's why I'm giving a 3. But the shop were beautifully presented, lovely and clean. I want to find the best fish and chip shop in Great Britain.
They're the ones.
Cardboard box had slightly more taste.
That is a challenging colour. How can you get it so wrong?